Hi, this is Kaz Aston from Nitro FM talking to Ben Collins. Ben, you're here at Santa Pod. What's your feeling about Santa Pod? You've been training with Paul Marsden.
It's been fantastic, yeah. First time in a dragster, and Paul Marsden's done a great job. So just completed my second run ever at Santa Pod, and all good so far, but need to go a bit quicker.
So you've done lots of racing. It's associated with Santa Pod, the fastest motorsport on earth, the acceleration element of it. How are you finding that difference from your previous racing career?
It's the biggest punch in the back I've ever had for acceleration wise, so it's pretty exciting, and we're getting a very good 0 to 60. I think it's close to 1 second or something, which is far quicker than anything I've had in racing terms. But I think the closest we've had in an F1 car is about 2 seconds or just under. So there's a noticeable shift, but it's fantastic feeling the speed. But I've driven a lot of very quick cars, so it was not too difficult to adapt.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You've jumped into the car today. You've had some training with Paul Marsden School of Racing. Has that taught you anything different that you've not taught along the way with your racing career?
Well, the starting procedure is unique, and drag racing, I was amazed how, because you see traffic lights every day, and in racing we have a very simple lighting procedure where the red light comes on, it goes out, you go, and there's delays of 5 or 6 seconds in between each part of the sequence. What's really taken me back is the drag racing with the amber lights, the tree, all happens so quickly that unless you're anticipating what's going on, you're left standing looking very stationary and very silly. So that's the biggest thing I've noticed.
So what's happening now? Obviously we waited with bated breath to find out a little bit more about you with your previous television side of life with your role as the Stig.
Yep.
You've moved on from that now. What's happening in your world now?
Well, I had 8 years working as a Stig with Top Gear, and it was great fun, fantastic time of my life, driving hundreds of different types of cars and going on various adventures around the world, which was great. And I decided it was time to move on. It was no longer, the key thing about the character was being anonymous. And with the modern media, it was one click on Google, you could find out who the Stig was, and I decided it was time to go. So I'm going back into full-time racing. I'm racing in British touring cars next weekend. Wow. Having great fun at Santa Pod and a drag racer today, and the future looks bright and fun and independent, so I'm really excited.
Well, it looks, your performance, you've just jumped in Paul Marsden's car. I'm learning at the same time with Paul's car, and just watching you is really quite inspiring for me to continue and to try and get comparable race times. But you were down on the start line watching Shelley Pearson, that's one of our brand new, the fastest British female, and likewise you also saw a Nitro funny car. So yeah. Does it tempt you to want to come back and try that?
Well, I just watched Shelley go down in that top fuel, and after she disappeared into a haze, picked my jaw up off the floor. The speed she's doing there is just is exponential, and you really have to be at somewhere like this to actually see it for real and take it in. It's just unbelievable. So I take my hat off to her, and maybe one day I'll have a go in one of those myself. What
about a Nitro funny car? Because we've got Kevin as well. Obviously that's a slightly different. You've got to be a bit stronger to drive one of these.
They're all mad. I think you're all mad. The whole business is crazy, and it's great fun. I can see why it's such a spectator sport, and like many forms of motorsport, until you actually come and see it live, you don't know what you're missing. And this is my first visit ever to a drag race track, let alone actually having a go in one. So I've come away grinning, and it's unique, it's amazing, and I hope the fans have a great weekend.
Well, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you for your last run of the day today.
Yep.
And hopefully as well we're going to see it on television.
Yes, got to get into the 8s. Got to beat. I've done a 9-1 so far, and so I want to get in the 8s on this quarter mile, and exactly, and be out on TV next week.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to seeing that. We hope you might come back to Santa Pod again, and thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All the best, Ben.